Well, hello and welcome to my first video on James's trains. This might seem a bit weird how I'm photographing a floor. Well, that's because I'm not doing my grand reveal yet. Anyway, this series of videos throughout this week in October is just me documenting what I get up to today, because I am currently in charge of my local heritage centre's garden railway. This is what we're looking at right now. It is I believe it's bigger than an O-gauge scale, and it's made by Bachman. Actually, these trains are. I will show you them shortly, but anyway, it's just a little bit of a loop line that goes all the way around that tree back into this little shed and everything. There's the trains in there. You'll see them in a few seconds because I'll start getting them out. We've got a little bit of a scenic route, some sidings and various things. But yeah, anyway, to show you the trains anyway, here we go. We've got Percy, we've got Thomas, that one's called Penny. Sorry about seeing my glove in the video. Emily, James. There's Smokey, which is the little Western in the corner. And oh, is somebody missing? No, everyone's here. They may look like they're disassembled, but that's because all their rolling stock and everything is currently inside the shed. I'll show you quickly inside the shed. That's Emily's carriages down there. You have some Western, there's some various rolling stock here. You've got Emily's tender there, James's tenders over there, and various things like this. And the actual products themselves, if I move this out of the way, are made by Bachman. And yes, that price list is accurate. You can't actually buy these. The signage is a bit faded, unfortunately, but yeah. You can even get Winston, and I believe Toby was available. I think I saw somewhere. Yeah, there he is up top. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and quickly go and get everything set up, and then I'll be back. Right, well, here I am again, and they are all set up. James has his tender on now. I'm going for a slightly different scope. Okay, let's put this proper. Thomas is on the track now. There's Smokey and Penny over there. That's just the names that were given. Emily's got a tender on, and there's Percy. Percy won't move at the minute because he needs a wagon behind him, because in order to power these guys, all that have tenders actually have this little cable. You'll see them just here. That's actually where the motor is, in here. All the power and everything is here. There's a little toggle switch here to turn them on and off, and they're controlled with these RC controllers, as you can see. You just turn it on and off. And now if I squeeze the trigger, we'll watch James go for a bit of a run. Now this is just the initial run, first thing in the day, just to check there's nothing on the track, no obstructions. I've already checked the track for bird feces, leaves and various other things like that. So we should be all good. I came the other day and I had to clean a lot of leaves off the track, but it's pretty leaf free today. But we will watch James on his maiden voyage of the day. Here he goes. It looks like he's going onto the line, and I'll show you where he goes. If anyone is interested, it's the Nunkley Heritage Centre, and it goes behind the shed. Obviously I can't walk behind the shed, but I'll show you what happens when he comes out the other side. There he is. There's Emily and Percy. Now as long as nobody's messed with any of these points, he should go completely around the loop line. Obviously these guys run perfectly fine on their own, and their eyes move as well. If you pay attention to James, his eyes are actively moving. Emily's move, Percy's move, they all move. Yeah, so he's gone straight through that point, no problem, and then he'll go straight into the loco shed and come out the other end. Because there's a line that comes straight out, and he'll come back on himself to this station here. Oh! That sounds like James has come off the track. Yes, he has. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, I just need to rewrite you. Oh. I think we found our first casualty today. James, what are you doing? You are being mischievous. I've checked this track, so you should not have come off. Unless there's something in the shed that I missed. Now this is what you've got to watch for with a giant scale like this. Especially when you've got kids coming to play with them as well as. Alright, a little coupling back here, and that's how they couple back up. You have to get him over his tender. Takes a lot to get them back on the track once they're off, especially the bigger ones. Let's have a look, see what it was. Nope, that was fine. The track looks fine. It might have hit this little bit down here where it's a bit open, so I might have to play with that in a bit just to see. But other than that, he looks fine. Right, let's carry you on your maiden voyage. Well, there's our first crash of the day, so you know what I'm going to have to deal with throughout the day. Obviously, when I get people here, because this is a public, like, heritage centre, where people will be coming to play with these guys using the same controller I'm using, but they'll have Percy running, Emily running, or whichever. We can only have 2 at a time because there's not enough track currently to have multiples running. I mean, maybe if we ever revamp this place, maybe they will. But anyway, let's bring James back in, turn it off, and that's it. And that's basically what the Bachman Garden Railway guys run like. I'll show you the actual signage for the Garden Railway as well. Yeah, because there's all that church and everything. All these are volunteer made and donated to this place, which is pretty cool. The whole track runs all the way around this village. Says the cable cars run as well. I'll get them started in a minute. Yeah, it goes all the way around. And then the signage is here. If you enjoy our Garden Railway, we sell the Bachman Thomas range. Literally, says it right there, Bachman large scale Thomas range. They are in the upwards of £300, but can you imagine having a railway this big in your garden and just playing with that for hours? I think anybody would be happy with that. And as it says, please queue at this gate and wait for the volunteer to call you forward, because we have up to 2 people in every time. Because I think if we had more than 2, I think the kids might overwhelm us and end up picking everything up, because we've got enough stuff for them to pick up and play with. But anyway, I'm going to leave that here for day 1. I will probably do a follow-up on the next day to let you guys know how today went, etc. And then day 2 will commence the same as today, except we'll probably just see if I've had to deal with leaves, etc. on the track, because as you can see it's pretty leavy on the floor. But then most of this track is normally covered. It depends how much drops off here. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.